Hmm.
Oh, it's not showing up for me. Scared.
Hmm. Oh, there it is. We're
Okay,
alive. Scary. Oh, I need to change the game.
I was gonna do that, yeah.
Don't want to do that.
I did it, don't worry.
Nice. Hmm. Probably should have put high priority on the game in Task Manager. Oh well. That won't
Don't worry
be
about it, it'll be fine, surely.
It'll be fine. Okay. Wow, we're so here.
Wow, we're gaming.
We are
On
so
the
gaming.
Sissant Marathon.
Yes, we are. Sissant Gaming.
You have to enter your location for this game?
Oh yeah,
What
there's a tournament mode in it that's... It used to be an online mode and now it's like filled with bots just to pretend, like, simulate playing online. And it shows your location in that. But you can enter anything as your location.
Sorry, you're not allowed to play this game in Germany, actually.
This is Jewell Quest 2. As you might assume, it's the second game of the Jewell Quest series. I think we've got a decently long run here with plenty of time to explain things, so I'm just going to get straight into it.
Wait, I got some bad news. It says there's an ad break in 9 seconds.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Whatever, that's fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So, Rupert's Heartbreak is the first out of 5 difficulties in this game. It's called that because each difficulty in this game has kind of its own story attached to it. And in this one, his wife leaves him, so... Oh no.
No!
That's pretty bad.
This couldn't happen to little buddy Rupert.
Well, I'm going to get this started in 3, 2, 1, boom.
Game. I'm here to help with commentary, even though I don't know the game. Hopefully I can understand well enough.
It's actually very simple.
It's true, it's the match 3 game, that's how you know. Oh, but you matched 4! No, it's over! Oh shit. Am I allowed to say that word actually?
Yeah. You can say that. You can say shit.
I was hyped because you're getting infinite combo. That's just normal.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a lot of that. Oh, yep, I definitely am getting lag on the game. I definitely should have set high priority in Task Manager. Oh well. It'll be fine.
Okay, so for some information, when was this game released?
2007.
That's how you know.
The first game, so a little bit of Jewell Quest history. So this was released 2007. It's not actually the second Jewell Quest game overall, but in the so-called main series of Jewell Quest games, it is the second game. The first game was released in 2004, so there was a bit of a gap between the two games, but after this, the game started being released a bit closer to each other. So you then got Jewell Quest 3 from 2008, Jewell Quest 4 from 2009, 5 from 2010, 6 from 2011, and then that was kind of the end of it. And then they made a 7th game in 2016, which was really bad. And then the franchise kind of died. But the first 6 games are pretty cool. And it's a shame the franchise is dead, because what is there is really good, honestly, for match 3 standards. And the basic objective of all Jewell Quest games is to turn all of the spaces on the board to gold. As follows.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's crazy. So in this game, in this category, there are 36 levels we're doing. split across 5 locations. I'm exiting back to the main menu after every level because it's just faster to do that, rather than actually click advance to the next level. Oh, Heartbreak's over, let's go. I hope I don't have to explain all that again.
Don't worry about it. I can... Actually, I probably can't explain that for you because I'll probably forget by the time somebody asks. It's match 3 game. And the guy who you're playing as, his wife left him, and that's so sad.
Yeah, it's tragic. He's in shambles.
So, like, is there any RNG manipulation in this game, or...?
No RNG manipulation. A lot of RNG, but also, like, being smart is more important than getting good RNG, for the most part.
People play this game.
Like, the better players are the ones who just have big brains.
You have world record?
No.
Oh no!
There are only 2 people who have run this game.
No!
Oh god. And these gold coins here are quite important, especially later on in the run. I'm trying to... Every time I match 3 of them, I gain a special move, which I can use to turn any space on the board to gold. And these carry across the whole game, so... if I can pick up a good few of them in the early levels where it's easier to pick them up, then I will be feeling pretty good in the later levels where there are problematic spaces more often.
Let's go. So how many stages are there in this game?
So there are 36 per difficulty. You basically play the same 36 levels each time, but in each subsequent difficulty there's either like a slightly modified board or a different twist to make it more difficult. But we're only playing the easiest versions of each board in this run. I actually just recently did the first ever 100% run of this game a couple days ago, and it took 13 hours. That is playing all 5 difficulties, so 36 levels per difficulty, 180 total levels. And yeah, it takes a long time. These games are quite long, if you want to 100% them. If anything, this is one of the shortest ones. And I'd say this is definitely the easiest Jewell Quest game. On top of that.
Okay, I'm the commentator who knows nothing, but I would like to know, are the starting positions fixed every time, or like, they give you a different starting board each time?
It's random each time.
Okay.
Pretty much, like, everything is randomized.
That's how you know. Has anybody heard of Love Live before? we made it 6 minutes in. It might be time to bust out the Love Live. See, Leah here is working her ass off to get these jewels quested. I have to know if anybody likes Love Live. There's nobody in chat. I'm sure the Love Live fans will come soon.
Yeah.
As you are named LeahKazuno. They're excited to see the Saint Snow speedrun. Hopefully.
I should note I'm not actually playing on the fastest version of the game. I'm playing on the... Okay, so this game was released in a few different ways. It's one of the few games that was released on Steam. And it's basically included as part of a 4-game pack, along with Jewell Quest 1, 3, and one of the other little spin-off games. So that's the most accessible way to play it. But it was also released like, kind of before Steam became a big thing, it was also released as a PC disc, and all of the Jewell Quest games have actually been released this way originally. And there are different versions of the games, although it's like not entirely know what all the version differences are, but one of the ones that is known is that some versions of the game, after you finish a board, the bonus points will count up more quickly, which is, I mean, really not that big of a time save, but it is a time save. And yeah, I'm playing on a version that has slightly slower bonus point tally-ups, but it won't matter that much.
So you're on Steam then?
Yes.
Understandable. I can make a fun fact here. A future game being run in this marathon, Sonic Heroes, which is being run by me, has a PC disc version that nobody runs on because they patched out the major skip. But they also patched in a different set of skips, so I don't know how they did that, but basically PC disc versions, I don't trust them.
It has been interesting to like collect all of the Jewell Quest games, because a lot of them are only available PC disc, and they're just really fun to collect, honestly. Like, they've all got really pretty box art, so...
Ah, you've been buying them in real life?
Yeah.
Are they expensive?
No, they're not really expensive. There are two exceptions. There are two I had to import from America.
Not the American games.
See, I'm thinking I want to start specialing there. Well, the hardest thing about running this game is, like, knowing when you should just use a special on something. Because sometimes you think it's not going to take that long to get to a space, and then it does. But you're like, well, I want to save my specials for the later levels. But, yeah.
Oh my god, it's the map to the wife.
So that's the end of the first location, the voyage. And we are now in the bazaar. Wow. So there are 5 levels in the voyage, there are 6 levels in the bazaar. The next one has 7 levels, the fourth one has 8 levels, and the final one has 10 levels.
I can see the game looks more difficult now. There are so much more spaces.
Yep. So kind of talking more about just Jewell Quest 2 in general, the Jewell Quest 2 is just kind of, I would say it's just Jewell Quest 1 but better in every way. Jewell Quest 1 is a bit of a weird one. Obviously rough around the edges because it's the first game, but it's also just, it builds its difficulty in a really weird way that's not exactly that fun. I'd say it's my second least favourite in the series, only ahead of the 7th game. And yeah, even the first difficulty in Jewell Quest 1 is considerably harder than Jewell Quest 2.
They made Jewell Quest hard? I can't believe it.
Yeah.
In parentheses, this is the guy who would not be able to complete the game. I don't think I'm smart enough for this.
Jewell Quest 2 is definitely the easiest game, I'd say. I think that's a pretty common opinion. The rest are all pretty difficult. I feel like Jewell Quest 1 is the hardest, honestly, but yeah. 3 is really hard, 4 is really hard, 5 isn't too bad in terms of difficulty. 6 is pretty easy.
That is how you know.
I haven't played enough of 7 to know how hard it is.
That's the one that sucks, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
They actually made it a generic match 3 game. It's so sad. And it's like, as for where the series is now, it's in a really weird state where, like, we don't really know what's happened to it, to be honest. Like, we think the rights to the game, the series, might have been, like, sold off, but we also we just don't really know. All we know is that there's probably never going to be, like, a real 8th game.
That's fucked up and twisted.
So, rather ironically, the series about finding ancient jewels and artifacts is now an artifact of the past.
Dang. So I can't believe they do this to Leah. I didn't know there was anybody else in the Jewel Quest community, to be honest.
It's a very small and actually very recently developed community. There are like 6 of us.
It's a lot.
I say there's 6 of us. There's 6 people in the Jewel Quest server. That doesn't... I mean, not all of them actually run the game, though. I think a couple of them are there just for emotional support.
I'm not sure what that means, but I believe you.
I am taking a really long time on this board. This is very, very slow. I'm losing like more than a minute and a half to this.
Impossible.
I'm too busy yapping.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anybody wants my yapping instead, to be fair.
It's gonna
This game
special
is so
that one.
exciting.
Let's get me out of this level.
There is colors on the screen. They give you boxes instead of map pieces for this one.
Oh yeah, all of the areas except the final one, you kind of like pretty much build up to getting like some kind of artifact or useful thing, which in practice like only affects the story, like it doesn't affect gameplay in any way, but
Okay, that makes sense because it's called Jewel Quest.
this game has like a really neat story compared to the first game. I say the first game, I imply the first game has a story, it kind of doesn't. It's like so each, as I briefly mentioned at the beginning during the ad break, each difficulty in this game also has its own story attached to it, because it's basically told from the point of view of like one of the characters. A different character each time, except for the last one, which is told from Rupert's perspective again. And in Jewel Quest 1 it doesn't really have that. There's like a unique diary entry for every level the first time around in Jewel Quest 1, but after that they just recycle like generic diary entries, which is kind of boring.
Wow.
But there are
Can't believe
180
they do
unique diary
this.
entries in this game, which is really cool. Because really, like, the lore is actually, like, the stories are actually one of the most interesting things about these games. It's too bad we don't really ever get the chance to see them in speedrunning.
All I know is that this guy's wife left him, and that's messed up.
Yeah. In the next difficulty you play as the wife.
Uh-oh!
And then in the third one you play as the guy she left him for.
Awesome game.
Yeah, you've got Rupert's Heartbreak, obviously. The second one is Emma's Apology. Then you've got Grenard's Revenge, Harney's Regret, and the final one is Back to Africa. And
Back to Africa.
they all progressively get harder. Actually, that's not really true. I'd say this third one is actually the second easiest. And I feel like the fourth and the second one are pretty equal in difficulty. The last one is definitely the hardest. I got totally cooked trying to do it in my 100% speedrun.
No.
It took me like...
So sad.
Like, Rupert took me like an hour 50. The others took me like around 2.5 hours. The final one took me like 4 hours.
I don't know how you're strong enough to do that.
I have a questionable amount of free time at the moment.
Oh yeah, me too. I just couldn't do that because I'm stupid.
I mean, I did. It was actually my first TA speedrun as well, with breaks, because like there's literally no downtime in this game. So like, you kind of have to, and they will allow breaks for it. I have a cat to feed. He's not going to be showing
That's
up
fair.
in this run.
My longest speedrun without breaks was like 13:49 or something, but I was a different man then. I had disease. I mean, I still kind of do, but... By the way, don't run Sonic Adventure 2. I ran that game for too long, and it ruined my life.
They just got me playing Donkey Kong and stuff.
Yeah, that's the content.
I ran Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong last Sissant Marathon, actually.
Let's go. Wow. Leah is so good at matching 3, sometimes even 4 or 5. Impressive.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, I've lost time on every level in the bazaar so far.
Don't worry, we're gonna be cooking.
Comparing against like a 2-hour run. Pretty much.
Don't worry about it. I gotta say, having the time meter be a lion with a really long tongue is an interesting decision.
Yeah, the time meter is in every game in the series except for Jewel Quest 3, it's got one design that keeps throughout the whole game, but Jewel Quest 3 actually has a unique one for every region. There are 10, of which there are 10, so Jewel Quest 3 has 10 unique timer designs, which is really cool. And honestly, Jewel Quest 3 is just kind of peak in general. It's the best game in the series, I'd say, by quite a lot. Jewel Quest 4 is also really good. 5 is my third favourite. This is my fourth favourite, Jewel Quest 2. It's still really good.
Fan.
It's just the others are better.
That's fair.
And then Jewel Quest 6 is okay. Jewel Quest 1 is eh. And I've already mentioned Jewel Quest 7. My neighbours are being really loud. I hope you can't hear them, but you probably can.
I can't hear them. I didn't know they had neighbors in Britain.
Unfortunately, yes.
That's how you know.
I can tease one of these points to come down, I think. That works, I think. I'm very close to getting that coin down now. I need to get a diamond right
Out
now.
a coin. Is there a maximum number of coins that can be on the board at one time?
5.
You have 5. Unfortunate.
I'm doing my best to try and get this special move, and it's doing everything it can to... Oh wait, I'm actually silly. I literally could have just done that like a minute ago. Well, whoops.
I didn't notice either, so it's fine.
The other thing about Dual Quest speedruns is that when you watch them back, you notice like a million moves that you could have done but didn't see.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you gotta pay attention to this shit. It seems like it's very hard to do on the fly. I know I wouldn't be able to do it. I played like I played Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, if that counts. I wasn't good at it. I think that's more like match 4 though.
Kind of. There are two types of games you can compare Dual Quest to. The comparisons that I like are when people compare it to Bejeweled. The comparisons I hate are when people compare it to Candy Crush. Like, if you're going to compare it to any other Match 3 game, please compare it to a good Match 3 game. Unless you're playing Dual Quest 7, that one is like Candy Crush.
I have not played either of these games. I'm so uncultured. I mean, I guess I'm kind of cultured for not playing Candy Crush.
Yeah.
But I guess that just makes me not a Facebook mom.
I've unfortunately played Candy Crush before, but it was such a long time ago, I think I can be uncancelled.
Uncancelled. I understand.
There really isn't like that much you can do to speedrun these games, it's just play them quickly. To be honest, I'm like barely faster than a casual player for the most part, but like, I don't know. I just am really invested in this series, and I don't know, I thought I should just try and combine two of my niches? Niches? What's the plural of niche? Heck. Anyway.
Good question.
I've never tried to pluralize niche, I think. Anyway, and yeah, apparently I was the first person to do that. I was the first Dual Quest speedrunner. This series has existed for, like, only 1 year less than I've been alive.
I forgot you were a baby. It's messed up.
Yeah, kind of am.
I mean, I'm just old, probably. I heard people in the chat yesterday talking about how they were 15. I'm like, I'm cooked. World's oldest speedrunner.
No, that's freefall.
That's true.
I was really trying to tease a special out there and I couldn't get one. Oh well. Well, thankfully we're almost done with the Bazaar. Bazaar's probably like my least favourite world in this game, just because it's just kind of boring.
That's fair.
My favourite worlds are the third and the last one, mostly because of the music and the theming. Like overall, I mean, so far this game's been looking like okay, but the third and the fifth world are really pretty and also have great music.
Hell yeah.
Hello, SM MIDI.
What's up, MIDI? Thanks for good luck, even though it's not for me, but thanks. I'll take it. I don't know much about the game. I'm trying my best.
He's just here for the vibes.
About Love Live.
And the Love Life.
Yeah. Speaking of Love Live, did you see they're making a Hasu movie?
I have seen that. I have not. I actually know that. I was gonna say I've not watched any of the movies, but I did actually watch the Nijigasaki one.
I'm sorry to hear that. I've actually not watched it, so I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I just don't like Nijigasaki.
I say that I watched it, but I actually watched it with Indonesian subtitles, so I didn't really understand anything.
That's awesome.
There was no English subtitled version at the time.
That's understandable. I just haven't watched it because I'm a hater. You're a notable hater of many things. I've also got the Rude Awakening, that the new project, Bluebird, it has references to Muse members in it. So there's the chance that I might be in big trouble. A little bit scared. It's like they have like Umi as a grown-up. I'm a little scared.
Hey, I actually
having
saved
that.
time in a bizarre level. Yay. I lost time in every level
Time
except for this one.
save. Yeah, woo.
Oh yeah, we
This
got
is
the
good.
mask. And that lets us go to the next area for some reason. Try not to think about it
Yes.
too hard.
Yes, I'm at the savannah. Yes.
This is the safari, and it's got very good music. Oh yeah, I never mentioned these are kind of completely encased jewels. You can't actually tell what the type of jewel is until you like either use a special or you happen to match it. Pretty much you have to
That's
like
twisted.
match jewels next to these encased ones to unencase them, and then you have to match the square again
That's
to turn it to
twisted.
gold.
The game is so twisted. And this is supposed to be the easiest one?
Yeah,
Oh,
the others are harder.
I'm cooked. You have so many specials.
Yeah, we're gonna
How many are
need
you trying to have by the end of the game?
I would like at least like 10 going into the final area, but I'm gonna start using them more heavily now because we're gonna need them more. In the interest of doing things quickly, we're going to be using them more. I already revealed that one. I've not revealed this one. I'm gonna use one of my specials there to save some time. Generally, those doubly encased jewels that you can't see are the ones you want to be using your specials on. That's one of the best places to use them.
Makes sense. Okay, I gotta know, which one is your favorite jewel? Like, the ones that you match.
To be honest, all of the jewels in Jewel Quest look really good. Like, as far as the art style goes, they like... This art style debuted in this game, and then they kept it all the way until the 7th game. And we all know what I think of the 7th game by now. Like, they really just perfected the art style in Jewel Quest 2 and just roll with it.
Let's go.
Like, the first game looks alright. It's not bad by any means, visually, but they really just nailed the art style in this game and kept rolling with it. I'm going to... actually...
I enjoy the red one. I think the red one looks cool.
Yeah, I really like the zebras. I think they're quite pretty looking. Big chain. Sometimes big chains are not what you really want. Like, they just kind of happen. You don't really have any control over them. This is a change that they... or rather, I say change. This is a thing that they didn't really change until Jewel Quest 6. And it's probably the most annoying thing about the games. Like, sometimes you just kind of lose a jewel you wanted to work with and you can't really do anything about it. Just because a million different matches are going on. But yeah, in Jewel Quest 6 and also 7, I guess, you can match jewels while others are moving, which is really nice. I would like... Ooh. I think it's technically a garnet, those red ones are called.
Oh, that makes sense.
There we go. Didn't have to burn any more specials there, and I saved a decent bit of time.
Gaming.
You might notice briefly that before I close out the post-level menu, it says, like, highest score and stuff. This game keeps track of your high scores across all save files.
Damn.
So pretty much, so in most of my speedruns, I say that as if I've run this game a lot. I haven't really. This is like my 4th run of this category. But in most of my speedruns, I end up getting a good number of high scores across the board. Not that I really care about them, but they're a thing. I did my 100% run under the file name John, so I have a bunch of things that say high score by John.
John, my goat.
John from the Deep Blue.
Can't believe she came from there. What would you do if they found Jewell Quest RNG Manip though? Would it be over? Or you just gonna probably just split the categories?
I mean, it would probably be pretty cool, to be honest.
Yeah.
Something that, like, makes Jewell Quest speedrunning more than just doing the games quickly, aside from, like, the few, like, skips we have. When I say skips, I mean not, like, actual skipping part of the game, I mean, like, going back to the menu to save a little bit of time, like I am in this run. That kind of thing. Or like in Jewell Quest 3, you can like skip the end of level complete screens. Which saves like 8 seconds every time you do it or something.
That's
like,
so time saving.
Yeah.
I love time saving.
As far as like speedrunning history of this series goes, like the first ever Jewell Quest speedrun was of Jewell Quest 3 by me in November 2023, so very, very recent. That's before I started playing John.
That's messed up. I mean, I don't think John came out by that point, so probably not messed up.
I think I did it like a week or 2 after John came out.
Damn.
I'm so proud of him.
I can't believe you would do that. Positive. How much does it save going back to the menu though?
Most levels it's like 1 second or something. There is a difference though when on some levels. So the last level of each world saves a bit more because at the end of every world there's like a diary entry you get, and it just completely skips that. And also in the final world there are 5 levels where it saves a bit more as well because you skip like a transition that happens.
Wow, I can't believe you're skipping transitions during this marathon.
I know, it's kind of
twisted.
But yeah, I mean, transition skips are a pretty big time saver.
Makes sense.
You don't have to think too hard for the boards in Rupert's Heartbreak, but like later on, I really have to like stop and think a lot of the time. I mean, in this game, specials are the specials are always there in this game to like bust you out of a tricky spot, but at the same time, you don't have an infinite number of them. You need to be careful with them.
But they make sure that there's no unwinnable scenarios? Or?
Yeah, it's never impossible to win a board, unless you run out of moves, which in practice hardly ever happens.
There's moves!
There's not moves, but I mean, like, if you end up in a situation where there are no possible moves on a board, it just loses the board unless you have a special, in which case it forces you to use a special.
Ah, that sucks.
But it, like, never happens, because I guess the terminology is common jewels on a board, so basically the amount of jewel types that are in play, and the more there are, the harder it is to make moves. Most boards in Jewell Quest 2 have 5 common jewels, that is the most common number, and generally for like a normal size board, that is the best number of jewels to have. 4, you match way too often, 6, it becomes difficult. But after you complete the final difficulty, so basically after you 100% the game, you unlock bonus levels, which are the final difficulty again, but you have 6 dual types. And that really messes things up. On top of that, you also get limited to 1 special. Well, on top of that, you don't carry specials between levels in the bonus levels. So, it's really rough.
That's twisted. Can't believe they do that. Who even develops these games?
So these games are developed by iWin. To be honest, I don't know that much about them. All I know is that they do, like... they have, like... It's kind of like... How do I explain it? One of those websites that's, like, free popular games and stuff, but they actually really cooked with this one.
I see.
And obviously that's too good for a website like that, so they just decided to stop being good.
They just stopped.
But yes, iWin is the mastermind behind the entire Jewel Quest series, and for what it's worth, yeah, they cooked with this one.
So was this before or after Bejeweled?
Drawing. I mean, Jewel Quest came first, I think. Actually, I don't know.
Okay, that's...
I don't know when Bejeweled 1 released. Jewel Quest 1 was 2004.
Let's use internet.
I can't tab out of the game and look because that pauses the game.
No, I'm doing it, don't worry.
I think Bejeweled 1 might have actually been earlier than Jewel Quest 1. 2001.
2000?
2000?
Okay, yeah. The original one was 2000. Deluxe was 2001.
Okay, I guess Jewel Quest didn't come first, but it kind of, like... It's different to Bejeweled.
I understand. I have not played either of them, so I kind of just assumed they were the same thing. Now I understand.
Yeah, Bejeweled is older than me.
It's older than me too, thank God. I'm not losing this time. Score by John.
John.
Everyone's no John. Also, thank you for playing John, cause it was sucked if the world record was like a fucking 57 forever on 60. Horrible.
Yeah, we got 2 John Blazing Deep Blue players here. I say players as if I play it actively. I say that, I'm running it at a marathon.
I'm not playing it actively either.
I'm running it at a marathon like Sunday.
Yes, content.
I'm filling in for someone who dropped out.
They were gonna run John? Or it's just a backup game?
It was Speed Remiser. We were gonna have someone learning John, but they dropped out. So I'm just running it in their place.
I understand. John very tough and intimidating.
It's pretty scary. I mean, I do have scary rival here right now.
Yeah, I am pretty scary.
So Bejeweled 2 is about as old as Jewel Quest 1. Okay. Oh yes, we do have the other Jewel Quest player in chat right now. M2. Much better than me.
Same.
There's like technically 3 people who have done a run of a Jewel Quest game, but it's like really only us 2 to play.
Yeah, there's 3 people who ran this. We don't count the third guy because he sucks.
Well, no, there's one person who did a run of Jewel Quest 3 as well. Yeah. Me and M2 have run a couple of the games. and then there's one person who's run Jewel Quest 3 as well. And that's kind of it so far. I think I'm like slowly brainwashing, I mean like informing a few more people though about the series. Which is cool.
Hope I don't get brainwashed. Oh, I think it's okay I won't get brainwashed because I'm too stupid to play the game. If you use your brain, that's scary.
This is technically the Indiana Jones font, actually. They kind of stole the font from Indiana Jones, but then they stylized it their own way, so it's not like totally the same. The Indiana Jones font is like kind of red and yellow instead of like orange and white.
I have got to steal from other properties.
The starting position you get can really influence like how a board goes sometimes. Like, these bits at the bottom are quite annoying to get to usually, but just then I've already knocked out like half of them because I had a pretty decent starting position there.
Okay.
In general, there's like no constraints as to like how jewels can spawn at the beginning. Not that I know of anyway, like no major constraints. Sometimes it can be optimal to like reset a board until you get a good starting layout. Load. I was trying to say loadout and layout at the same time. Sometimes it can be good to restart board until you get a good one, but not so much in this game, really. It's pretty time consuming to restart a board. It's like 15 seconds each time.
Oh, unfortunate.
It's more applicable in like Jewel Quest 3, where you get some really tough boards later on.
Wow, I love Jewel Quest and Love Live.
That's crazy, we should like be friends or something.
Perhaps.
I can maybe eke out a special there. I mean, I kind of need to do this anyway. Using a special to get one back immediately. I wanted to like get that without using a special, but it was gonna take too long.
Unfortunately.
I don't know why I matched that zebra. I needed that zebra. I got really confused. Sometimes brain no worky. Okay. There we are. There's one more. There we are. No, there we are.
Oh, the combo.
That's what I mean with like the things sometimes. That was just a silly move on my end. Okay.
Game.
That took too long. It's very, very hot here.
It does that in Delaware too. By very hot, what do you mean in British though? You don't have to tell me Fahrenheit, I will look it up.
I don't know what temperature it is, but like it's just really humid in the UK.
Okay.
That's the problem.
Makes sense.
And also our houses keep in heat.
That's so awesome.
Which is like good for cold weather, but not so much for this. Like our houses are... Like at least our houses aren't made out of like wood and drywall. But like,
Can't believe they're not made out of drywall. That's so sad.
but like, yeah, they keep heat in too well. I've like,
I can't believe they don't give you air conditioner there.
I've seen air conditioning like a couple times in my life. Most
for rich
homes do
people.
not have it. I don't have any I say sapphires, they're technically lapis, I think. Okay, there we go. That's
Would
good.
it be worth it to get the zebras in the top rightish? Like the
Oh,
top.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I very much like lock into one part of the board and miss stuff that happens in the rest of it.
Oh my god, drywall found something in the game. Impossible.
Drywall assisted speedrun.
Yeah, I'm helping Leah cheat right now. Sorry.
Don't tell
I'm
anyone.
a very prestigious runner of Jewel Quest.
Don't tell the moderators. Wait, I'm the moderator.
Uh-oh. Might have to self-report.
You know, when I was requesting the Jewel Quest games for SRC, there's like a part that says like what games they don't accept. I just misclicked and screwed myself a little bit. That's fine. There's a part that says what games they like don't accept on SRC, and one of those is like generic puzzle games. I had to be like, I should just think, okay, are they going to consider Jewel Quest a generic puzzle game? Thankfully not.
Thank God.
Yeah. Cool. So 11 specials is not too bad. The only generic one is the 7th game. But now that I'm a series mod, I can add games of my own volition, so I don't have to get their approval.
Uh-oh. Oh my god, new world?
Yes. This one's like not as
How
good
many
as the...
worlds are there?
So this is the 4th out of 5.
Okay,
This is Great Zimbabwe. So this entire game pretty much takes place in southern Africa. I think the only place that actually takes place in the country of South Africa is the Bazaar. And I think it like only... I don't remember where exactly it mentions... Like, I think a lot of the lore for this game is like... It's referenced in Jewel Quest 3. Like, Jewel Quest 3 takes place after this game. Really the only exceptions to the timeline are like Jewel Quest 5, which is a prequel, and Jewel Quest 6, which is set in the future.
In the future?
They've got like phones and stuff in Jewel Quest 6.
Okay, you said the future, I thought we were talking like 3000 or something.
I think Jewel Quest 2 is set in 1944, I think? It's during World War II. Yeah, Jewel Quest 2 is 1944. Jewel Quest 1 is 1942. Jewel Quest 3 is 1952. I don't remember the rest. All I know is that Jewel Quest 6 is set far enough in the future that they have phones. And that Rupert is dead. They
killed him.
They killed him. Sometimes I instinctively refer to my Jewel Quest moves as with like chess notation. I don't play chess for the record. But sometimes I just...
That's awesome.
Sometimes I just say like, okay, I made a really bad blunder there. Or like...
That's chess notation?
Well, not notation, just like terminology. Like, a blunder is like a really bad move in chess.
Yeah, I didn't know that was in chess. I thought it was just whenever you messed up.
It kind of is, but also like it is specifically used in chess.
Oops. I'm a chess guy too, I guess.
I'm sorry to hear.
Can't be doing that. Also, I really like the orange jewel. It looks like you could eat it.
Yeah, that's an amber. It's got a mosquito in it though, maybe you don't want to eat it.
Okay, maybe I don't want to eat it. Sad.
I eated it.
Broken heart emoji.
Oh, lag spike. I forgot to set high priority to the game in Task Manager before the run, and this is my
I
punishment.
can't believe this game lags.
Only lags when I've got, like, virtual camera on OBS.
My bad.
I'm thinking I'm going to special that one down now. You'll see in the final world why we need to like preserve a lot of these specials. It's not really pronounced, like the need for them isn't really that major until the final world. And like as I said earlier,
Pretty
like,
scared?
the hardest thing about this game is like knowing when you should use one. Oh, I forgot I had space there. Whoops. I can get a special out of that. Real quick. Never mind. Unless. I'm gonna quickly try and farm for one here. Never want to farm for one too long, because sometimes it can take way longer than you think it will. Oh my god.
Unfortunate.
This can work. Trying to move a jewel to a neighbouring column is quite finicky sometimes. Because then you get into a mindset when you like commit to something like this, you're really stubborn and you want to see it through.
That's what I'm saying. I do that a lot. Not in Jewel Quest, but in real life.
Like the way you have to like move one from one column to another, it's like... it's really dumb.
Understandable.
Like that. There we go. At least I got it. Was that worth it? Probably not. I just wasted like a minute 20 on that. Oh, and I just got screwed out of it. Wait, no, never mind, we're fine.
Okay, we're chilling. Thank God. Wow, you have so many lives. I'm sure you really need those.
The lives, like, when you lose them, if you lose all your lives, like, you don't actually, like, reset the game or anything, it just resets, like, your overall score at the bottom. That's all it does.
What the hell?
It would be really screwed up if it did, like, reset the game progress.
Yeah.
Because this is a long
I don't know, it
game.
used to be like that. Back in my day. It wasn't even my day. What am I saying? I'm not that old.
I feel old on the internet now.
Me too. Don't worry, you're not as old as drywall. Old ass piece of shit.
I don't know if we've got someone in the Jewel Quest server who's younger than Jewel Quest 1 yet. We might? I don't know. It's crazy,
Isn't that you?
No, I'm a year older than Jewel Quest 1.
Oh yeah, I got confused with the Bejeweled talk earlier.
But I mean, it's weird, like, because I play I'm heavily involved in the DKC Returns community. It's like my main speed game, pretty much. And like, we're starting to get people in there who are younger than the game, and it released in 2010.
Oh, we can't be having that now, can we?
It's like, ugh.
Back in my day, you wouldn't be allowed on the internet.
Yeah, you like weren't allowed on the internet until like 2 years ago if you were younger than DKC Returns.
I thought your main speed game was Diddy Kong Race.
It's kind of like de facto my main speed game. I say DKCR is my main speed game, but like I don't play it super often all the time. Yeah, it's like more like DKR, but in my heart it's DKCR.
Understandable.
I say like in my heart because it was my first like speed game I got really good at, and I'm not ready to like admit that I'm somewhat washed.
No, not the washing. I'm washed at John. It's okay. Wow, speedrun. How many levels are left, game?
So there are 36 levels in the run, and we've got 15 left.
Let's go, gaming.
The end of Safari marks the halfway point in terms of level number, but in terms of time it's more like 40% the way through. Just like doing quick maths, if we get like 4 minutes per level from here, then we'll get like sub 2 at least. I might have been a bit too optimistic with the 155 prediction because like... Okay, so for context, like, if you're doing 100%, you also preserve the special moves like between the difficulties. So like, because you need them more in the later difficulties, you want to like preserve specials with that in mind. And for that reason, like my Rupert's Heartbreak segment in my 100% run, I finished with like 10 specials. And I had like a 150 in that, with 10 specials preserved, so like, you know, it could have been a few minutes faster if I'd used all of them. Like, for specifically Rupert, it would have been like a few minutes faster, but overall it wouldn't have been. So like, because that's actually also my overall PB at the moment, like, I set the estimate 155 with that in mind, like, oh, I could probably get like a 145 or something. I've been playing kind of doo-doo so far, I think.
No shot. This is so sad.
Having trouble breaking into the bottom of the board here. Trying to get really low on a board is one of the hardest things. Generally you want to work from the bottom up, unless you've got tricky spots at the top. Because as you're working from the bottom, like, the bits at the top will fill themselves in. Mostly.
Oh, true.
I could just do this. You do have to be smart with where you use your specials as well. Like, you can use them like I did there to knock out a few spaces at once. Yeah, I was kind of fishing for a special there. If I could, I'd like to move that over there. There we go, like that. Now drop that.
These boards look so twisted. You gotta get the guys in the corner, that's so messed up.
Yeah.
Their own little space. So evil.
Oh, we crossed the hour mark. Wow.
It's true. Still got time, it's free. Probably. Complete. Successful. Okay, I see on your webcam you have the trans flag. I understand. British flag though? I don't know if that's appropriate for this marathon.
I mean, the person organising this marathon is British.
Oh, I might get killed for this one then. Oops.
I think it's supporting a British charity as well.
Oops.
Yes, it is.
Getting a little cancelled soon.
It's okay, I put the British flag below the trans flag.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yes, the British and their questionable decisions are also the reason why the marathon's happening.
Unfortunate. By the way, if you hate decisions, you can donate
Yes.
to the marathon charity. It's Stonewall Housing. I am not British, but I believe that it's something good.
Yes, it's something quite good.
So if you like good things, you can donate. Smile.
I would really like a gold coin to come down in one of these columns here. Sometimes they just like don't show up. There they are. I summoned it.
Gaming.
Sometimes you don't want too many of them though, because you can only have 5 on the board at a time. Also, matching 4 of them doesn't give you any extra specials, that's kind of lame.
That's so toxic.
But yeah, because like, they're rare, and you can only have 5 on the board at a time, like, it can be a real problem if you get them like, clogging up a space you need to get to.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
I don't know what the best way to use these is.
What happens if you accidentally use the special in a space you already cleared? Does
You
it
can
like get used up?
You can do that, and it is actually a strategy sometimes. It doesn't it doesn't turn the space to anything, it just gets rid of the jewel that's on it. Which can be useful sometimes.
But if you do it accidentally, you're cooked.
If you do it
You've
accidentally, it
lost one.
sucks.
Yeah.
I've done it accidentally many times.
No.
Oh, that's pretty good. Thinky. There. There we go.
I believe. Oh, free money?
Trying to position. Never mind. Oh, that works too, actually. Oh, yeah, that actually works. I was trying to position it in a way so that I get an amber to fall down there at the same time. And now I might as well go for... You know what, I can do that. See, now those coins might be a problem. Unless I get another one to come down in one of these 2 columns here. Which would be really nice. But sometimes I just don't want to.
Unfortunate. We out of coins. Never mind.
I really don't know what the best usage of... So it's kind of a tricky spot. Actually, there we go. I'm going to do that first, and then bring that down. And there we go. And now we're in a way better position.
Yes!
Yeah, it helps to think before you move sometimes. I don't always do that.
Yeah, I don't do that either.
There. And 18 specials is very healthy, I think. at this point.
Go, Leah, go. You have to have a brain to play this game.
I mean, I don't know if I have a brain, but I'm able to play it, kind of.
I don't know, I think you do.
I gotta test that strat I thought of in John the other day. I have to test it.
You imagined a strat?
I imagined a strat,
Thoughts?
yeah. Well, I'm gonna talk about John blazing the Deep Blue with the other John blazing the Deep Blue runner during my Jewell Quest 2 speedrun. I mean, this is like the chillest marathon I've been on, so whatever, really.
Thank God. I love knowing John facts.
Oh, the other
I
coin's
can't-
over there. I completely didn't realise I already had a 5th coin out. That's in a problematic space.
Unfortunate.
You really do not want the coins like separated from each other too much.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yes, this kind of board brings me on to one of the coolest things about Jewell Quest, well except for the first game because it's not in the first game for some reason, is empty spaces. Which, in the first game they're hazards, which sucks, you just can't do anything with them. Well, not hazards, but they're just kind of roadblocks. But in all the other games, they are used to create, especially in Jewell Quest 3, they're used to create some really nice puzzles. And like, I think, from what I've been told, Jewell Quest is like the only, or at least like the first Match 3 series to do this, with empty spaces. Like, some of my favourite balls in the
so
series...
innovative.
Yeah, like, some of my favourite balls in the series are the ones in Jewell Quest 3 that use empty spaces really well.
I love Jewell Quest. I love matching jewels.
I would like to move that down just one tile. Or that. That works too.
Let's go.
It's going to take too long to get to that. I think I've got more than enough specials for the final world, to be honest.
Never have enough, surely. I don't know. I'm just here.
They max at 99.
Okay, so then you can probably have enough then.
You can have enough. 99 would be pretty good to have.
Okay, Leah, what's your favorite color?
Like dark blue, purple, indigo.
Understandable, mine is yellow.
That's like the Hanamaru color. That's good.
Yeah. I'm so Hanamaru. I eat food. That's about the similarities.
They're so real for making Hanamaru like the best character in John.
That's true. I like Daya more.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
And
I know, but like she is the highest damage objectively. I just think I don't know if Daya Bike has like higher DPS or not.
DPS, yes, but I guess it depends.
But yeah, but like the big number itself belongs to Hanamaru.
That works. This is the part where like sometimes you do have RNG like heavily involved like that, trying to get pieces on the edge. I would like to eke out a special here. Like that.
Gaming.
I have to think, 'cause I've got these coins in a really bad location. Okay, there we go.
You got so many special. That's how you know.
So next level is the last level of this world, and then we're finally going up to the final world.
Yes! I love games! I love Jewel Quest. Is 10 the maximum amount of lives, or...?
20 is the maximum amount, but in practice you like never need that many. Really.
Okay, yeah.
Like, except for the bonus levels, which I mentioned. That's like the only time you actually are really in danger of losing all your lives, usually.
Speak for yourself.
I think playing this game casually, I lost like 3 lives total.
Damn,
and in my
so
100% speedrun I went deathless. Which isn't really that hard to do. Going deathless in the other games is considerably harder.
Sam. Leah must be the GOAT.
Like, I've never done deathless in Jewel Quest 3. I've also only done like 2 runs though.
That's how you know.
Jewel Quest 5, my PB has 3 deaths. That's a 6-hour game. For any
6 hours?
6 hours with 107 boards, but like they're considerably harder than the ones in Jewel Quest 2. Because this mechanic of carrying specials between levels only exists in Jewel Quest 2, because Jewel Quest 1 just didn't have specials at all. And Jewel Quest 3 only has them... Actually no, I say all the future games only have them in certain levels. Jewel Quest 2 is the only one that has them the whole way through. Which is why the game is easy, that's the entire reason for it. They are a really nice addition, and the gold coins are like some of the most iconic... It's like an icon of the franchise, pretty much. The series. It's used in like...
it was on the title screen, wasn't it?
It's in the series logo from Jewel Quest 4 onwards.
Awesome.
Yikes. Okay, that's actually not too bad. Where... I think I'm quite hungry, heck. I need food after this run.
Might be time to eat the amber.
Yummy.
Yummy mosquito.
Crunch, crunch.
I didn't know they
yeeted it.
made that sound. I thought they're pretty small. I haven't tried eating one though. Pretty special.
I'm gonna bust out at least one special here. There's like no good way to make this work. That's the way to make it work. Okay. I mean, we're still on our pace of like, if we do 4 minutes per level, then we'll get sub 2 from here.
Let's go.
So the final world is Victoria Falls. And it has 10 levels, and this is a really big first board. It's like the biggest board in the game up to this point.
That's true, it is big. What exactly is the white thing supposed to be?
A seashell.
I see. I thought it was like an almond or something.
Yummy.
Put it in the game just for Leah. She's hungry.
I'm very hungry. Give me the almond. Yes, another area that has really good music.
I believe you. I can't hear it through screen share, but I believe you. I've been listening to Love Live music, so
That's
I
real.
think the music's pretty good too.
Which Love Live music?
Just a playlist of all the Love Live songs on random order right now. It's Pure Phrase, Rico Solo.
They really put everything in that playlist.
They did! It's content, except sometimes they give me a bad song, I have to skip it. I'm just too lazy to make my own playlist, it's quite impressive.
You should try it. I like my playlist.
Perhaps.
Okay, there we go.
Oh well, it worked anyway.
Yeah, that was all part of the plan. Oh, and that's a bonus.
Can't see that far in advance like Leah can. I'm a fake Jewell quester.
I guess it's not so much like chess where you have to think really far in advance, but it's like you just need to work with what you have. Because like RNG can be a pain sometimes. Really loud playing outside. That works. Okay. I did that with no specials, now up to 20. And it was a pretty fast level as well.
Let's go! The number is 70, that's how you know.
Oh yes. The transitions between levels are a lot quicker. Because there's nothing like on the left side of the screen.
Oh!
This board is
That's
referenced
true.
in Jewell Quest 3. There is a little like information pamphlet in Jewell Quest 3. Like it imitates like a museum setting because the main setting of the game is a museum. There's like information pamphlets in Jewell Quest 3, and this board is actually directly referenced. And I only know that because I've been working on the Jewell Quest wiki.
You're working on the wiki? I didn't know they had a wiki.
As of like a couple weeks ago, yeah.
You invented it?
Wiki.gg invented it upon my request.
I see. At least it's not the what is the website where everything sucks? Fandom. Yeah,
They got the Love Live wiki on Fandom.
And it sucks. People don't even fill this shit out anymore. Nobody likes Love Live anymore. I do though. I can make the Love Live wiki. I know things sometimes.
That was stupid of me. I did not do that right. Oh well, I can burn another special, it's fine. I'll deal with these edge pieces first, and then I'll fix that bit up in the middle. I screwed it up. Like, I'm at the point where I can start burning my specials now.
Let's go.
I think the levels where I'm gonna, like, need them... The final level, I will need them a little bit. I think 5-4 I'll need them a little bit. I can't remember exactly which ones are quite special heavy. I would like to have a gold coin in this column. It's calling my name. Please give me a gold coin. Please.
We out a coin.
Thank you.
Never mind, we in
Oh,
coin.
2 of them. Another one. What am I doing? Brain, no thingy. There we go. And I have a feeling I'll just special that one. In the interest of moving things along, I'm probably going to special that one there. This one I will get manually. Cool.
For free.
Because 18 is kind of too many specials at this point. Oh yeah, thing I've noticed, as you go in and out of the menu all the time, the game gradually builds up a good amount of lag. Which doesn't affect the actual boards, but it does affect, like, the menuing. It doesn't actually lose any time, it's just weird.
What the game isn't RTA?
No, just for some reason the lag just doesn't lose any time.
I don't know how that works, but I believe you.
I say lag, it's not really lag, it's just the frame rate drops. Which, like, I guess that is the definition of lag, but, like, I don't know. A drop in the frame rate. For some reason, Steam's FPS counter doesn't work in this game.
That's awesome.
It's weird, like, none of the Steam community features work on this game, or any of the other games in the Jewell Quest pack on Steam.
They released like a billion years ago.
Yeah, 2009.
Yeah, that's probably why.
I think they, like, released it before Jewell Quest 4 came out. Or, like, the Ren's... No, wait, yeah, Jewell Quest 4 was late 2009. Jewell Quest 4 is really good. I think I've already mentioned, like, a lot of the games in the series are really good. Like, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all great. Honestly, like, the series is kind of like, in terms of how good it is, in my opinion, it's like a bell curve, almost. With, like, 3 and 4 being the peak. 5 and 2 are really good. 6 is okay. And 1... And I've already mentioned Jewell Quest 7 a lot. Jewell Quest 7's the only other one that's available on Steam. I think it's also one of the more expensive ones.
That's so awesome. I love paying big money for sludge.
Yeah, it is sludge. That's good, actually. I can get this without burning a special, so I will try to. Like that. I'm missing a... Okay, that space. Sometimes you forget you're missing a space, so I'll just... screw it. Yeah, Jewell Quest 1 is like... It's a product of its time. It's the first game, they didn't know what they were doing entirely. Jewel Quest 2 is like a replacement for Jewel Quest 1 in my eyes. Oh yeah, I guess the people who own Jewel Quest now, they did actually release a game like very, very recently. Like, literally like a month ago. But it's like... It's kind of Jewel Quest, like it's got the logo and everything, like it's got like the gold coin with the lion on it. It even has like a character from the series. It's Rupert's ex-wife, by the way.
Damn. They never get back together? That's messed up.
It's weird to refer to them as like ex-wife, because this game is the only time when they're not like husband and wife.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, for the context of for the purposes of this game, they are exes. Oh god, my brain's not working. I do need to do that at some point, so I'll do it now. Yeah.
Oh, mobile game? Yes! There's only one mobile game that mattered to me and they took it away forever.
Yeah, they killed Love Live. They killed Sif.
So twisted. What a horrible world.
My brain stopped working for a second. I completely lost track of what I was doing. It's not uncommon to completely lose track of what I'm doing in this game.
It's okay, I do that all the time in real life.
There's like a lot you need to keep track of. Yeah, that works. And now hopefully I can get another coin to... that works. That kind of works less. Okay. I need to drop specifically this coin down one, which is like kind of awkward. Oh, never mind, there's another one. That works. And I can just shove that in the gap there. Thinking. That works. Wait a minute, no. It's another step. That's fine. It can work.
Does it not work?
It's almost works.
Okay.
But at this point I almost want to just special it. Unless, oh, never mind.
Haha, unless?
I think... No, if I get a mask on top of that, I can drop it down. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I need to get that mask on top of it. I'm still not really close to nailing this one. I think I'll just have to special this one. But... Well, I can try again. This is why it sometimes takes a while. I've also not got any of those top corner spaces, which are going to be a decent problem, but I'll special those probably.
Wait,
I put a lot
right
of time
there,
into
right?
this space now.
Right now you can get top left.
Ah, yes. Drywall assisted speedrun.
I'm cheating. I'm not even playing the speedrun, I'm cheating.
If I just drop that down. Yes, that works. Like that. There. I've got that one space there. Right. in the interest of going faster, I can totally get that one normally. Okay, that was a mess.
How many levels are left?
6.
Gaming!
This is like a level you kind of have to use a lot of specials for. Oh yeah, something I haven't mentioned. This, you might have noticed by now. This is the only world to have kind of like... I was going to say a day-night cycle, but it's not really that. It's like... But it transitions to night. Slowly. Which is quite cool. These exits to the menu I'm doing, they actually save more time in this world because it skips those transitions.
Damn. No, we don't get to watch the day-night cycle. This is so sad.
They even have like little fancy sound effects to go along with it, but yeah, we don't get to see it.
We gotta do the time save though. I understand.
Nice. Oh, not nice. Actually, that's fine. That can work. Save myself some time here. Because screw trying to like find out what those are normally. That might be my least favourite gimmick in this game, which thankfully doesn't return in Jewel Quest 3.
Thank God.
I think it's only in this game. They don't have it in Jewel Quest 1. I mean, it's not the fact... It's just the fact that they're blind, really. Like, you just can't see what it is.
Yeah.
In Jewel Quest 1 they do have, like, doubly, and even, like, jewels that are encased, like, several times over. But you can at least see what they are. But in this game you can't.
Toxic.
And in Jewel Quest 3 they actually only have encased jewels in 2 levels in the whole game, and they're right near the end. And there are far worse things than the encased jewels in those levels.
I'm scared. Gaming combo.
That works.
Yes. That's how
I
you
need
know
to...
she's the goat.
There. That works. That works too. Wait, not quite. Actually, yes it does. That's another spot you... Depending on your starting layer, you might need to use a special for in that bottom corner there, but we had a pretty decent start layout, so didn't need to burn one.
You love to see it.
Alright, that's this bit done. Close to just using a special here, but try to luck a little bit. Ah, I would like to get a special there. Oh well.
Damn. At least you won. That's the content.
I now have 15 to use across 5 levels.
what are these board shapes?
Yeah, they get some interesting board shapes. There's... I was gonna say there's one in Jewel Quest 3 in the 6th World, Australia, which just... I mean, it looks interesting, to say the
I
least.
believe you.
You can probably imagine what it is without me even describing it.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah. It's in Silver Quest, if... Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the first variation of the board. I forget what it was called.
So gameplay. I feel like my brain is expanding watching this. But only a little bit.
Just a little. My brain has definitely, like, expanded. Like, I've definitely gotten a lot better at Jewel Quest. From, I guess, like, since my first runs of, like, Jewel Quest 3 and stuff, I've definitely gotten better. I'm still far from the best, but, like, I'm okay at it. Which is nice.
We take that.
I'm good enough to, like, beat the games, at least.
Yeah, beats drywall.
I probably can't get a special there, but it doesn't matter that much now. Yeah, that was quite quick.
Wow. Yeah, that was fast.
Quick, and I didn't use any specials. So now I've got 16 to use across 4 levels.
Let's go.
Yeah, if I do 2.5 minutes per level, I'll get sub 150.
Go, 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 go. I believe.
That is a really nice starting position there. Right. These edge pieces at the top are like the most annoying part by far.
Damn. I understand.
Very luck based, and I think I'm actually just going to special them probably, in the interest of being done quickly.
Go for that PB, surely. What's your PB?
I mean, I've got specials to burn, unlike my PB. That's the thing.
That's true, I was just wondering what time your PB is.
It's 150.
I believe.
Although even if this does PB, it'll be kind of like... not played as good as my PB. Because my PB is in a 100% run where like I was trying to preserve at least like 10 specials at the end.
Cheated PB. Might be Taz, got drywall in the call. Called out an answer like twice in a 2-hour run.
Das, Drywall Sisters speedrun.
Man, they need to not make that. I think that might be how you get last place.
Okay, we've got like 7.5 minutes for 3 levels. And I have 13 specials.
Very excited.
Oh yeah, nice thing about Victoria Falls, the like border of the board becomes more like detailed each level. I only noticed that quite recently. It's really cool.
I didn't notice that. I've just been staring at the moving icons. I'm locked in. Okay, so has anybody ever heard of Love Live? This is the only bit I have, I'm sorry.
You're here for emotional support, it's okay.
You can also donate to the charity if you love
That too.
moving jewels.
I feel like I like what I've got going on here. Just notice I can do that.
Big gaming? Oh.
Screw it. I did the wrong move there. Okay, please, please, please!
I'm trapped in the combo world.
They don't let me move. It's worse than Jewel Quest 5. Jewel Quest 5 is the biggest offender for that. They have like, the boards have like too few common jewel types in Jewel Quest 5, I feel. So like you get matches way more often, and it also has like a slightly slower engine, like the moves that happen more slowly in JQ5.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
Okay. I'm taking my sweet time with this, so... Okay. I now have like 2 minutes per level if I want to get sub 150.
I believe that's doable. I haven't seen a run here, but I still believe. Oh, this board is shaped.
That's really convenient.
Finally, combo is winning.
You're winning, son. No.
Oh.
Okay. That. I need that. Ah. I want to drop that down by 1. Never mind, let's get a new one. I'm trying so hard to get an amber in that final column. It's not quite working.
Tough job.
Hate to break it to you, we're not getting sub 150.
No! My life is over. Hey, you're cooking.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I want to burn a lot of specials in the final level because there are a lot of like doubly encased jewels I want to find without having to like actually match them. Okay. Okay, that's lucky. That's really lucky. Okay.
Let's go.
I can't do the final level in 1 minute, unfortunately.
No. At least we should still be underestimate.
Very underestimate.
Yes.
I don't even know what the shape of this one's supposed to be honest.
I don't know what the shape of the last one was supposed to be. It looked like I don't know, some animal with 3 legs.
Interestingly, I think this is like, despite this being the easiest difficulty, I think this is actually the second hardest version of 510, funnily enough.
Damn.
Because in all the other difficulties, it doesn't actually have the encased jewels. And it's only in like the final version that the layout is so messed up that it becomes harder than this, but yeah, for some reason this is like the second hardest version of the final level.
To be fair, his wife left him,
Yeah.
so it's kind of hard.
Yeah, probably got some demons going on.
I know I would.
Right.
Go, Leah, go.
Alright, I have no specials left. Whoops. I would really like to get these coins out of the way. There we go, like that.
Yes, free special.
I like money.
Don't we all?
Natsumi Onitsuka.
No, I don't want to be. No, I don't want to be Natsumi Onitsuka. No. Nightmare.
They'll still get underestimate. been taking my sweet time here, but you will get underestimate. Right?
Infinite combo glitch.
That works.
Okay, okay.
And that's it.
GG.
I split. Wait. Oh, stop!
GG for real this time. Let's go.
That's the
Minute underestimate. You'd love to see it.
That's the longest chain I've ever had after doing the final move on the final board. Yeah, timing stops on complete.
That was awesome.
Oh, the game looks like it's gonna crash, but no. Yeah. I just imagine getting like denied like a big sub that way.
Yeah, that's how you know.
We do it on the complete because that's like when the game tends to like save completion. But yeah. So after this, like, little sneak preview of the next loop. Basically, the game loops around again, and the boards are different. Like, oh wow, this is like slightly different. Oh yeah, there are loads of encased jewels now. That's pretty much how it works. You do that 5 times and you complete the game, but it takes a long time to do that. So, oh whoops. So that's it for me. Jewel Quest is a cool series. You should. I think there's like. I think you can get like a pack of 10 Jewel Quest games. There are more than like just the 7 main games. There are plus like some spin-off ones. You can get a pack of like 10 Jewel Quest games for like £15, I think, which is pretty good.
That's content.
Or if you're like me and really like collecting them, you can do that too, because they are all the box arts are really nice. But yeah, I think I'm done. This game's pretty cool. And yeah,
it was a good run.
And yeah, Jewel Quest speedrunning.
Goodbye forever.